Alright, let's talk for ground guy work. Let's talk about shooting the ground layout up to the top for your top guys. You can either use a line laser, which if you do, you need to make sure that you're as square as possible, not way off to the side like this, because if that tracks off even a little bit, like a quarter of an inch, now your mark isn't going to be there, it's going to be over here because you're coming at an angle. Or if the track's a quarter inch towards you, or me, I guess in this instance, if it's a quarter inch this way, the laser's going to be here instead of here because you're at that angle. So you want to be as straight, whenever you're shooting a line, you want to be as straight or as square as possible. And that's where points come in handy. Now, you can see that's the mark I want to shoot up, but now I can't see my mark, right? So, take your laser, put it like so. Well, now I can't see the dot here, but if you just tip it forward a little, there you go. Slide it over. There you go, you're right on your mark. Boom. There we are. You can mark that. Now, if you are a top guy, you don't want to hide, but you can use your square to square it back if you want. Or, in the case of slotted track like this, the slots are identical on either side. So if you see where it is on one side, you can put it in the same spot on the other side, and that will be spot on. Now, then, Mr. Ground Guy, once you give your guy the layout up top, any doors or windows, such as this, you can either give it to him like this, just butt the laser up against there, which he will have to square it back, but preferably I like to make less work for my top guy. So what I'm going to do is put it like so I can see that it's right there on the corner. And now you can see my guy can mark it right where it is on that top track without needing to get his square out. Which I need to go mark that one. I already have my layout marked up there. I don't have the door marked. So let's go do that real quick. And all your doors get 2 studs, double king studs, unless it specifies otherwise. But you want to go, where's my, there we go. 1, 2. Do a double X like that. That will be all your windows and door frames, unless otherwise specified, or you have space constraints that you cannot do it. And how you frame those though, the way you put them in, varies. Like here on the existing, and usually, let's see, on the existing they went soft side to soft side. So it was like that, and then the other one was this way. Most of the time we'll route both of ours the same direction. If you're doing aluminum or metal knockdown frames, especially aluminum, like the Rayco brand, if you do Rayco window frames, what you'll end up doing is you'll put one open to the inside of the frame and one open to the outside, and you'll have them back to back. And then what you're going to want to do, at least at the door head, if not also once in the middle, is screw them together, but make sure that the webs line up, because sometimes while these studs are sitting, they get a little bit of a curve to them. They will get a crown, believe it or not, just under their own weight, maybe sitting on uneven dunnage or something. So to make sure that you don't get a wider section at that Rayco frame, because believe me, when it's wider, it sucks. Oh, here we go. So here's your double. So see the open soft side, open soft side. This is how we typically do it. But if this were a Rayco frame, this would be turned around, open this way. But then you would screw them back to back, because if they have a crown, they might be like this. And that extra eighth is going to make that an absolute bitch to put in your frame, your aluminum frame, since it has to spread over your finished drywall. So when you spin it around, at least at the head and maybe once in the middle, Or if it's a tall one, like 8 or 9 feet, maybe in 3 places. You're gonna wanna get them lined up like this and then screw them together so they stay that way. And don't make a wider wall throat at the door than it needs to be.